Hey everybody, welcome back to San Diego Market Movers. I'm your host, Jason Yoss. I'm here with Danny Davis. Danny, great to see you again.
Great to see you again, Jason.
So we've been talking all things real estate, and one of the things that I heard, and I want to pose it to you, is the question of a homeowner who they don't really want to sell right now, but they have a lot of equity.
Right.
Okay, so what are you telling them to do with that home equity if they want to make it work?
So there's a lot of people in that situation right now, that have bought a while ago, and the prices have increased, obviously, besides the crash in 2012. So prices have definitely increased since 2012. So the thing that you have to do is you have to leverage that equity, right?
Right.
You can get a home equity line of credit. You can pull money out of your house and have it ready to go when you either find another investment property and you want to, and a home equity line of credit costs you nothing until you use that money.
Right.
Zero. But it's ready. It's like a rainy day fund. So you got to leverage that equity. And say you have a home equity line of credit with a low interest rate, put that in an investment portfolio. As long as you're making more than that money's costing you, don't let it sit idle.
So you're saying is like if it costs maybe 4 or 5%, using round numbers,
Sure,
to use that line of credit, but you put it in an investment, especially another investment property that's making you 7-10% in return while you're actually making more money than you're paying out.
Right, and it could be real estate. It could be give it to a financial advisor, have them put it in a bond fund or something with very little risk. You're making your money work for you.
Right.
Warren Buffett, have your money work for you while you're asleep.
That makes such great sense. But it brings me to that second kind of question we're hearing right now is everybody's asking, and you've been doing this for more than a minute.
Right.
What are you telling to people who are saying, hey, I'm sitting on the fence about getting in the market and buying a property? What are you telling them? What advice are you giving?
Well, every individual is different, right? People have life circumstances. If they're renting and they're paying too much in rent, they want to buy their first home, or they're looking to size up or size down, you really have to take each individual person into account. But, when people are looking right now, we have very minimal inventory. This month we have 2,500 homes on the market. There's 2,300 homes that are pending. So everything is selling. And you're still seeing multiple offers. You're seeing the prices still on the rise and interest rates are lowering. So with that, there's more competition. So there's only a few things that you can look for in a house. There's one thing that you can't change, and that's the location.
Right.
So that's extremely important. You can always, when your finances allow it, you can do a remodel. Right. You can do an addition. You can add an ADU. Right. So you're not going to get 10 out of 10. That property, we'd all be living in the Caribbean somewhere on the beach, right? Is a 10 out of 10. So 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 with a future plan. Take the emotions out of it and focus on the finances.
So what I'm hearing you say, and I think this is great advice for our listeners, is find the location you want to be in.
Right.
Okay, you're not going to get all 10 out of 10 things on your want list, but if you can get the location and maybe 6, 7 out of 10, you need to make that purchase.
Right.
And then from there, you can have a plan to make it your forever home later on.
Exactly. Or buy something to get into the market, knowing that our market's going up, right? Our market is cyclical. It goes up and it goes down. Everybody wants to sell at the top, and everybody wants to buy at the bottom.
Right.
But the only way that you're at the bottom or at the top is based on past data.
Right.
So you've already passed that. So make sure it makes sense. Make sure you get the right loan program to fit your needs, and then realize that unless you have the finances to do it, you're probably not going to get your absolute dream home.
Right. That makes sense. That's great feedback for our listeners. Look, everybody, I really want you guys to pay attention to what our experts, what people like Danny Davis who've been doing this for a while are saying. Thanks so much for joining us, Danny. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Jay.
And we will see you guys next week.